Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and I'm coming to you from the land down under today, and we are playing along with Christmas in October. Boy, the year is moving fast. So today I have this layout here, which I have already been in the shops trying out my Christmas headwear. So this is what I'm creating for you today. I have my 3 photos, so this is a 3 photo layout. I've got bits and pieces that I've pulled together from my ephemera packets that I have laying around for Christmas, and I'm just going to put those over to the side until we're ready to use them. And they're a little bit fiddly today, and I have a little quote that says "'Tis the season." I have my papers that I've chosen, and it's a Kaisercraft paper, and this one here I'm using is an older paper, and I'm going with the blue for my border this time. So I'm going to cut a 1-inch frame like I always do, and I'm using the blue in the middle to mount my photos and to also be the mounting for my circles that I'm going to include on this layout. So I have this beautiful paper here, which both sides are lovely colours, but I'm going with the minty colour, and I'm putting that down as my base. Then from that base we're going to build up the layout, and I'm going to show you how quickly and easy it comes. Now this one actually comes from the Holly Jolly Christmas of Echo Park, and as I said, it has the mint side and it had the green side. The green just wasn't the right colour for the papers that I wanted to use and to match my photos, but the mint picks up the colour of my jumper in my photo, so it was the ideal option. So I have these 3 photos, as I said. Whenever Christmas comes, I like to go to Myers and check out their Christmas displays. And this year I was looking for my new headwear for school, and I was trying out the different ones that I might invest in. My daughter, of course, walked away, left me there, but selfies are a great thing to do, and that's what I ended up doing. So these are the 2024 first Christmas selfies that I've taken, and these will go in the 2024 Christmas album this year. I'm trimming down this one here. I took off a bit of the top, and I took off, I'm going to take a bit more off the side so that it fits onto this mat here. Now I am gutting the mats as well because I need them for the circles that I want to add to this layout as the matting for those colours as well. When you look at your photos and your papers, it's really good to try and coordinate your colours so that your photos aren't lost in the layout. If your photos and your papers for your layout complement each other, your photos will actually pop on your page. So as I said, this is an old Kaisercraft paper that I'm using. I love the colours in this, and what I'm doing is I'm going to trim down strips of it because I want it to have like a strip effect on this layout. It's actually quite a simple layout to pull together, but it looks quite effective, I think, when you combine the different colours and shapes and designs all into one. The one thing that I am putting into all of the strips are those stripes with the 3 colours all together. I'm just going to trim off the edge so that it fits the page, and I'm actually going to run them as a horizontal on this one. And I'm just going to place my photos where I want them on this layout, and you can see that I have a space down the bottom, and that's where I'm going to put that that title tag that I had, the cut apart from another sheet, and I'm just going to layer it up steadily across here. Now, instead of just doing with a horizontal full bar, that's why I decided to put it as the strips and allow a little bit of that mint to show through. That then ties in with the mint that you see in the jumper that I'm wearing on this day. So it's leaving a little bit of a gap between. It's adding to the strip feel here, and that allows for the eye to have different places to rest when it goes around the layout. So you can see the coordinated stripes drag it all together, and then that allows for you as an observer on the page to follow the lines across the page and then also to follow the patterns down. I'm just going to single layer these photos, and I'm just overlapping here at the top in that empty space of that photo, and by putting down my cut apart card there, that puts my title into a space. So really I'm just sort of doing a grid style now so that it all falls in and marries nicely. Using those dies that you just saw at the front, I have gone and cut these circles. I used the blue that was left over from my mounting, and I've got those scraps that you saw from the beginning, and I've just cut 3 with the red and 2 with the plaid, and that's to build some contrast with the background stripes, but also to add some focal points for the embellishments that I'm going to add to this layout. So when you look at a layout like this, it looks pretty plain and pretty simple at the moment, but with the addition of simple circles, and I do love circles on a layout, they add so much. I can manipulate the colours to draw your eye around, and that top part of the layout now looks not so bare. I'm putting in that little circle on top there with joy. I'm going to add in this little banner across here, and I'll put a bow to the center of that. I have this little title called Believe in Magic, and I have this one here, 'Tis the Season. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's what those 2 little strips say. This one says Holiday Cheer, and I'm tucking in a little present in under that cluster. And I'm still working out the best spot to put that title, and I think I'm going to just put that there. I have another bow, so I've got a bow on the left, a bow on the right. I have a cracker on the left, a cracker on the right, so that you can see that it's pretty much balanced across the layout, and it draws your eye from each of those circles, but it's not overwhelming from the photos. And as you can see, it's really important with the colours that you make it sit and complement, not overpower. And I'm just going to put down all the circles into place, and then I'm going to use some pop dots of foam to lift up those embellishments to give dimension and shadow and interest to this layout. So I've got 5 circles, which is odds, and you know that in nature everything is in odds. If you look at a leaf collection on a branch, the number is odds. If you look at the petals on a flower, the number is odds. So nature, under Fibonacci rule, they have everything in odds. So that's why when you're setting up your layouts, if you have things in clusters of odds, that is why your eye can roam quite easily and doesn't get stuck in a point on your layout. So this cluster here, I'm putting this little banner, as I said, across the middle there, and I'm going to now start popping up with foam tape. By popping up the elements, you add that dimension to the layout, as I said. It throws shadows onto your layout, so it makes interest and it makes people want to touch. I don't know about you, but the lumpy bumpy feel of our layouts is a great interactivity that you miss on digital, or you miss on photo flatness. I really like the fact that they are tactile, and I don't know whether that's being a teacher and being aware of people learning by touching, so that's probably a fallout there, but I feel that the lumpy bumpy layouts actually add that little bit extra, something special to a layout. So there's all my clusters put together, and to finish them off, I'm just going to add in 3 sets of 3 with the gold glitter shimmers, and that has the visual triangle in there. So you can see how these are layered on top of those stripes. The strips add to the layout. It's a very, very simple layout, but when it all comes together, it looks quite complex, which you've just seen how easy you can create a layout like this with a few embellishments and a few strips of paper. So there's a whole group of people playing along with Christmas in October. Check out the playlist down below. Leave them some love. Go and see what they're doing. We've all attacked it in a different way. It's a good way of getting all those photos done. I don't know about you, but I do lots and lots of Christmas photos, and I sometimes never ever scrap them. So this is a great way of getting those leftover photos or new ones started for the new season. So give me a thumbs up if you saw anything that you liked. I really do appreciate you coming back. I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap. I am hoping you found something that you liked, And thank you to all my subscribers who are returning, and if you haven't hit that button, do so now so that you can find out when my next layout is hitting the channel. Leave me a comment, I'll get back to you, I promise. I'm under Kathy Loves to Scrap on all my socials, including Instagram, where all my layouts end up, even those without a video. Thank you once again for watching, I really appreciate your time. Happy scrapping until next time. Don't forget to check out my next video.